Our Weekend Watch shines a spotlight on government activity. A veteran Cook County judge has been blocked from hearing sex offense cases because of a controversial ruling he made years ago. This information has come to light thanks to a new investigative journalism project called The Circuit. The project breaks down millions of criminal cases filed in Cook County. And you can read more about this story right now by the watchdog group Better Government Association. Here to talk more about the issue from the Better Government Association is Casey Toner. Casey, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks so much for being here with us. So this is such important work you guys are doing, especially ahead of the election. Can you tell us a little bit more about this specific project, especially with the Cook County judge issue?
Yes, the Better Government Association, the Chicago Reporter, and Justice Watch teamed up with civic tech firm DataMade to make a copy of the entire Cook County criminal database going back 20 years. And in total, this is about 1 million felony cases. And this allows us not to look at cases on an individual basis, but on an aggregate basis. So we can see what happened across many years and we can identify trends. And right now we have 2 stories out and we have a data visualization on our website at thecircuit.cc that you can check out, and plenty more is to come.
Why would you encourage people to go and read this right now, but especially perhaps before they head to the polls on Tuesday? What might they find out?
Well, this is a story where, we look at a couple judges in Cook County, and, judges are very important to vote for. And, a story that we wrote about was about one judge who went from having the most bench trials for sex cases to absolutely no sex cases, bench trials, to where he is right now. And this is because in the mid-2000s, he had made a number of decisions on sex cases where he acquitted defendants or he partially acquitted defendants, and it caught the state's attorney's office the wrong way. And then in 2011, there was a case where a jury convicted a man of sexually assaulting 3 children over several years. And upon review, Judge James Lynn reversed the verdict and, gave this man a huge break and basically spared him life in prison. And from that point on, the state's attorney's office used a motion called substitution of judge, and they used that to basically bounce him from all future sex cases. And in Cook County, these cases are supposed to be assigned randomly. It's a big part of the process. And what we found is after these substitution of judge motions kept happening, he stopped getting cases entirely. So this is a story about, 1, a judge's decision, and 2, the prosecution shaping the outcome of future cases.
And then, Casey, just very quickly, if you can tell us, why is it so important for people to know some of the specifics of what's going on with judges in Cook County?
Judges wield an enormous amount of power. I like to think that, inside their courtrooms, they can pretty much, do what they want. And, for them, it can mean life in prison for people, or it can mean, going home to see their families. And, we highlighted that in our story. We talked about another judge, Diane Cannon, who was more likely to sentence people to prison for probation violations more so than any other judge.
Right.
These things have huge consequences and people need to be aware.
All right. Thank you so much, Casey. Important work you guys are doing there. And you can read more about BGA articles at bettergov.org.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago YouTube channel.